It's a very good day from Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort. It's a random Monday in October. It's cold, but it's also sunglasses weather. Now, a lot of people have been asking, where's Mike? Well, I can tell you, he stood right here. Is it good to be back in Blackpool?
It's alright, I was actually here last week, but...
Don't say
just
that.
On camera.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good stuff, good stuff. He wasn't here for Pleasure Beach. He was doing Little Fish, Big Fish, cardboard box, I believe. So, here we are, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We're breaking the Halloween upload cycle. I did think it'd be really quiet today with it being a random Monday in October, but it's actually looking a little bit busier than expected.
I think it might be Scottish accent.
Yeah, there's a lot of Scottish accents, and last year at this time I was in Salou at Portaventura, and there was a lot of people there with Rangers, Celtic and other Scottish football tops there, so I do think we might be here at Scottish holiday time. However, it's not a problem. It will bring some atmosphere to the park. Where are we going first?
Big one.
Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, all right, yeah, sounds good to me. Quick note though, there is no Grand National today. It is closed for planned maintenance, but...
I had them close it so I don't have to go on it.
Yeah, there is that, but I don't know how it could be planned maintenance when it was planned to be open for Journey to Hell, which is currently running. So I think it's more unplanned maintenance, but yeah, no Grand National today, but we're going to head over to the big one, go against all our own rules by starting with the Arrow Hypercoaster, but yeah, that's where we're going. If you do enjoy this video, please give us a like, just a little thumbs up below, please comment, and please subscribe. Right, here we go. Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Taking our ride on the big one. Well, we walked straight into the station, but the station is full.
It was at the time, anyway.
Yeah, it was, because when we got in there, it was running on 3 carriages out of 5, which doesn't help sort of the throughputs. However, what was good while we were in there is they opened up the 4th car. Hopefully they'll soon open up the 5th carriage, and then it'll be a full train with a full station, or near enough a full station. So we were sat on the back row of the 4th carriage, which, interesting choice. Mike, how was it?
That weren't too bad.
No.
I've got a feeling that will be its queue for the day though.
Yeah, I do.
Once that 4th car shifts what's there, I think that'll be that.
You do?
It's still the biggest draw in the park, isn't it?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's still the ride you come here for.
Yeah,
or
definitely.
It will be for a very long time. Record or no record. Yeah, everyone comes for the Pepsi Max, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But it's that, I think it's that first thing rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, how many times have we stood in with a queue that's ended up an hour opening, waiting for it to open?
That's why typically we don't go to the big one first, but on a quiet day it's kind of alright to do it. But if you do come here on one of the like peak days when it's, you know, like a 10 o'clock or a 9 o'clock close, I would always recommend doing things like Nickelodeon Streak, Avalanche, those kind of rides first, Skyforce, Steeplechase, those that don't have great throughputs. Not everything has a great throughput here anymore, but Big One and Icon still have better throughputs than most things here. So I'd always say leave those towards the end of the day, or at least the middle of the day. However, if you get here and it's really windy and the big one is open, then that's when I'd say go to it early, because that's probably your best chance of doing it. In terms of the ride experience, it is what it is. We all know it's getting rough. It's not getting any smoother. It's not getting any quieter either, but I'm fine with that. But yeah, I don't believe there's going to be any more retracking. Certainly not in the near future. For me, that's a concern, because the retracking was not for my benefit, wasn't for Mike's benefit, it was for the benefit of prolonging the ride's lifespan. So if it's not going to be retracked anymore, how long has the big one got left? Now obviously it's had 4 or 5 retracts which have helped it keep going, but it needs more, because there is places of it that are really rough, showing its age, and I'm just worried for its future in the long term. I don't think it's going to go in like the next 3 or 4 years, but Beyond that, it's questionable. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, it's a bit, it's getting a bit bumpy on them turns, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Well, very, very, very bumpy. Really, the far turnaround, the helix, badly need doing.
Yeah. Basically, the higher force areas of it are in need of rework because...
To be honest, arrowing corners.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the turnaround has never been great on it, but now it's like really uncomfortable. And a bit after the block break by Big Blue Hotel, as soon as you come off the block break and go into that helix and the last little hill into the photo tunnel, it is very uncomfortable. Next up then is Icon. It's currently on 2 trains, but one of them is running with empties. That's the Enzo train, and the other one is a full train. So there's no queue though, it's just outside. Well, there is a queue, but it's just outside the station door, so it should be no more than like 10 minutes at most.
Thread's gone on the pin on this.
I always forget how sluggish Icon can be on a cold day in the morning. It's still really good, really enjoyed that, but it definitely wasn't at full speed, let's say. It's definitely been better than it was. It wasn't bad, it just can be better, so I'll definitely be doing it again once it's warmed up later. But yeah, it is a chilly day, even though the sun is shining. The weather is actually quite sweet, but just a bit sluggish in the morning. Mike's like, oh my god, he's doing dad jokes. Sorry mate, it's what you got to put up with all day.
Yeah.
Where are we going next?
Good question.
Well, what's the answer?
I don't know.
Next time you ask where Mike is, this is why. Right, I don't know where we're going, but we'll let you know when we get there. But yeah, Icon, always fun. Just a little bit sluggish in the morning, like me really. We're going to pass on Avalanche for now as a bit of a queue, and it's on. It looks like it's on 1 train. If it's not, it's really slow dispatches. So I think it is just on 1 train. So we're going to walk past that for now and head towards Big Dipper. We've had a little bit of a camera issue where the vlogging handle that we use has decided to die, so apologies if it's a little bit shaky with the walking and filming for the rest of this video. Oh, we're just taking a ride on Big Dipper. What do you think, Mike?
I thought it was quite fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I don't think I'm built for a back row ride on it anymore.
Yeah,
it was.
I weren't on the back row, so.
Yeah, I was. It was. I've been on worse rides. It's still enjoyable. The first 2 drops, especially the way you get launched out of your seat with the airtime. Of course, it's safe and it's awesome. But around the turnaround by the Big Blue, I know it's had track work done, but you really wouldn't know it when you sat in the back row. It still does this little bouncy thing the whole way round and rattles from side to side. It's a weird sensation that very few other wooden coasters do, but it is very good. I always enjoy Big Dipper. Now I believe you want to talk about Grand Prix, so we'll have a wander over.
So Grand Prix area, I think it's eventually going to be pulled down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now there was some, obviously there's big rumour gone round about this gyro swing potentially over yonder behind Drome. But one of the things that seemed to be intimated on it, if I remember rightly, was the need to plant some sort of conservation work around greenery, trees.
I think that was for the hotel that they want to do on the seafront. You know, not the hotel, the apartments.
The apartments.
Yeah, so I think it was 60 trees need planting for them to get permission to turn Ocean Boulevard into, you reckon here? No way.
Get rid of the Grand Prix comes out, a load of trees going there, because there's already a load there anyway.
Yeah.
Fountain in the middle. There's already a bit of a garden in this area of the park, because there's the Bradley and Bella's learning garden is there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Greenery there.
Surely not. Is that what you genuinely think they might do?
Essentially.
Oh, I hope you're wrong.
Somewhere down the line, innit?
I hope you're wrong. I really hope you're wrong. What do you want them to do with that space?
What do I want them to do? Put a roller coaster there.
Yeah, what kind?
At this point, I don't care. Put a big roller coaster in there.
Can't have you thinking about your answers, mate. We've got to put you on the spot at least once a time in a vlog. What I'd like to see there is something from Intamin. What I'd really like Blackpool to do is actually go for the height record, because obviously Top Thrill 2 has been closed all year. It might never reopen, according to some rumours. I don't believe those rumours, but you might well come back to this. Yeah, you might come back to it in a few months, this video, and be like, see, it is getting removed. There's all the rumours about King the Car getting removed as well. So in that case...
As long as they don't remove it between now and next June.
No, if they can remove it in July, that's fine. But yeah, as long as we get on it in June next year. But more to the point, if Top Thrill 2 never reopens and King the Car goes, until the new coaster Falcon's Fury opens in Saudi, Red Force will be the tallest coaster in the world. And that height is achievable with an Intamin strata coaster or launch coaster, something like Red Force. And I've always thought one of them here would work perfectly. Would it work in this space? Well, if you know where the right places to look, there might be some plans out there for back in the day of the bigger one. Apparently there's some work going on with the Boulder Drome. We'll go and have a look.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I couldn't see anything off Big Dipper, but it's worth a look. As seems to be the norm these days, Valhalla does open at 1 o'clock. Well, it's currently 10 past 1. People are queuing, but oh, that sun's bright. It's not open yet. But we're going on.
Absolutely not.
We're not? Oh, that's a shame. I was really looking forward to that, mate.
Right, okay.
Was there much going on at the Boulder Drome then?
It looked like it's been cleared.
Yeah, there's the whole building inside looks to be empty, but you can't really film inside. The windows are all sort of a funky colour and
I can't work
smeared,
out if
so
they've been deliberately sort of smoked up, or
I think so.
Filthy.
Well, yeah, there is that. But anyway, we better get out of the Valhalla queue. Seems you're so insistent we're not going on. I was really looking forward to that, you know. But I think what's going to happen is I think the Boulder Drome is going to come down in the closed season this year, but I don't think there's going to be a new ride for next year. I think the new ride for next year will be Ice Blast.
Maybe.
No, I think Ice Blast will reopen. I think that'll be your new ride for 2025, and then whatever's going in the Boulder Drome place will happen in 2026.
So it's called PlayStation 5?
Oh, why not? Well, by the time it reopens, it might be PlayStation 6.
As you call it.
Yeah. But yeah, on a serious note, my prediction is Boulder Drome goes this close season, nothing goes in its place next year, Ice Blast reopens next year, and in 2026 the replacement for Boulder Drome opens, and then a couple of years after that the replacement for the Grand Prix will open, and hopefully it won't be trees. There's my predictions. Let us know in the comments section what you think. Mike's off to do Valhalla, I'm off to get some donuts. We'll see you when we get to the next ride. Just a very quick correction on the Boulder Drome. If you get close enough to the windows, you can actually see through them. I'll put a couple of shots over the screen now. It does appear that the building has been completely emptied, and I do think it will come down over the closed season, but I am sticking with my prediction. I do not think there's going to be a new ride here for 2025, but I will be gladly wrong on this, but I really think it's going to be 2026 before we see a ride in this area. Next up, Nickelodeon Streak. Something that's worth noting with all of the rides in Nickelodeon Land is that they always close an hour before the Pleasure Beach closes. So, for example, today is a 5 o'clock close, which means that Nickelodeon Land rides are closing at 4 PM. So, we've got a couple of hours left, so we thought we should come and have a go on Nickelodeon Streak. We've just taken a walk-on ride on Nickelodeon Streak. It literally was walk-on. The only thing that slowed it down was scanning the e-tickets, because that's still a thing for some reason. But yeah, been it. How was it for you?
I really enjoyed that.
Good. I'm glad. It was all right. It's just, again, like Big Dipper, it just doesn't feel loved in places. It's just a little bit more bumpy than I perhaps remember, but this year is probably the least frequent that I've ever visited Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so maybe I'm just not as used to stuff as I used to be. Like for me, this is the first full visit doing the rides here in nearly 7 weeks, so maybe I'm just not used to them like I was. Just old, yeah, speak for yourself. But yeah, it was alright. It always helps you can walk straight on a ride. So what's next, Michael? You don't know, so we'll walk and figure it out. So yeah.
We're going to do avalanche, but the queues are horrendous.
You were saying something about avalanche, and then I made you walk, and then there wasn't enough room for us to talk. So
yeah, we were going to do avalanche, but the queue's even worse than it was before.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is on one train, so that's why it's got a big queue.
Yeah. But it can't move anything on one train.
It doesn't move anything on two. Yeah, it's designed to run on 3 trains. Hasn't done that for a long time, so it never does move a queue, to be fair. So I think we'll be skipping that one. But to be fair, Nickelodeon Streak's only on 1 train as well. Yeah. So's Big Dipper. And then you've got Grand National closed. Obviously, big one's on 1 train on 4 carriages. So it's not a high capacity day, but it is a quiet day. But on some rides more than others, you do need that extra bit of capacity, and Avalanche is one of those rides. So we don't know where we're going, but we'll let you know when we get there.
I have just been on the Ghost train. So I've got some bits and bobs to report, some good, some bad. So I'll get rid of the bad stuff first. The second half of the ride looks very, very sparse. Now I wonder if it was just because it's Journey to Hell and some of the bits are turned off for at the moment. Could well be. Good bits is the latter part of the first half, the upstairs part, has had loads of new stuff in it since I last went in, and it does look really impressive. So credit. Really enjoyed that, the upper part of the first half of the ride. I thought it was brilliant. So clearly work gone on there, as there always is. Spot on.
A very, very quick River Caves update. Not much has changed, but it was being jet washed earlier, so that might be a positive. But yeah, that's all that's changed. There's nothing else has changed otherwise. Time to take another ride on Icon. It's pretty much walk on. It's running on 2 full trains now, which is great with no queue. So might actually have a couple of rides on this, because it will definitely be more warmed up than earlier. Even though it has got colder, the ride will have warmed up and will definitely be a better experience than it was this morning. So time for Icon. Icon was good fun, enjoyed that. Had another go near the back, not managed the front row go on it today. We are back in the big one queue. The queue looks significantly shorter than it was earlier, so might have 1 or 2 laps on this, see how it goes. But yeah, looking forward to getting back on it again and seeing where the day goes from there. Just taken a ride on the big one, walk-on ride on the big one. Mike, how was it?
It was fast.
It was?
Actually really fast. Fair wind coming back though, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. It was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's still rattling though.
Yeah, it is. We were in row 2 and it was making like a juddering noise the whole way round. I don't know if it was one of the upstop wheels or something in the train, but it was
generally bouncing about. I find this season.
Yeah, it was just very, very, very juddery in terms of noise. It was almost like the Nemesis judder that everyone's been complaining about this year. It was literally that kind of noise the whole way round. It didn't seem quite as bumpy as earlier, but it probably helped that we weren't on a wheel seat.
Yeah,
but
we're right at the front of the train.
Yeah, and it is good at the front, and there was little pops of airtime. I mean, it's not got Magnum XL 200 airtime, but there was little bits of airtime on there, so it was all right. We're now going to go over and check if Avalanche's queue's gone down any. We're approaching the last hour in the park, so Not really sure what else we're going to do, but of course we will do a big wrap up once we're finished. But yeah, big one was decent. I enjoyed that.
Very, very quiet.
Yeah, it has. Well, Mike managed to have a go on Avalanche. I decided against it, decided to have some Iron Brew. One train, but you got on it within 2 trains, I think. Yeah, so that's good. So that brings our day at Blackpool Pleasure Beach to a close. And it's been my, like I say, first time here in 6 or 7 weeks. I did think having such a big break from doing a full day on the park, because I'll be honest, I did come for a walk round the other week and film the walk round, but other than that, I've not had a full day like this. And I thought being away for a while would relight some enthusiasm, but it's just still
flat.
Just a little bit flat.
It's flat though, that's the thing.
It is, it just feels flat. But that's all for today. We will be back for Journey to Hell. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Many thanks for watching. See you next time.